Yeah, man. Dude, these are the best. I'll tell you right now, these watchalongs are the best. Get your cup of tea. Settle in for a nice midweek dose of A-League football. Guys, so glad you can be here to join me for this one. Perth Glory. Everyone's barracking for Perth Glory right now, man. Everyone just wants to see Perth Glory win a game. And more so, just they want to see Perth Glory win a game so that, you know, especially for a lot of teams chasing top six, to see those teams fall. It almost happened with Macarthur last Sunday, but they're taking on Melbourne Victory. One of the, I guess I want to say, informed teams. I mean, they're not losing games, Melbourne Victory. But look, they will be favourites heading into this game. And I see everyone in the live chat. Hope you guys are doing well. And I see you guys have been talking about, of course, the big one, which we just saw earlier tonight. And we have to address it straight up. We're going to get into the team lineups real soon. Kickoff is just a few minutes away in this Perth Glory Melbourne Victory game. But, wow, dude. Melbourne City 4, Sydney FC 0. I didn't see it coming. Like, I backed City for the win, but I thought it'd be close, man. I mean, I think back to when Sydney went down there to play the Big Blue against Victory and put on a pretty decent performance. And what was that, 2-2 draw? And that was a really impressive performance by Sydney, especially because I remember they'd lost the week before as well. So I thought that Sydney might have gone down, and especially in desperate need of points, as they don't have as many games left in the A-League. I was like, surely they'll put up a fight here. But Melbourne City, yet again, for what is this, 5 consecutive wins, I think, for City now, showing once again why they are why they're the favourites, and we absolutely shouldn't write them off. And I mean, I know West United have been the talk of the town for the past couple of months. But my goodness, dude, when Melbourne City get going, no one's stopping them. No one is stopping them. They just proved it tonight. Tilio, incredible. Off the bench, Leckie, Naboot, McLaren. I mean, these guys are just absolutely turning it on. So yeah, man. Stephen says, I was happy that Sydney FC lost. Oh, dude, as a Mariners fan, I'm happy too. Alpex says, City also broke their unbeaten record to 11 games now. There you go. 11 games. They were, of course, because we remember, like, in the early stages of the season, Melbourne City were a little bit shaky. Like, they were sort of like mid-table for the first month. And then have just switched it on since. So, yeah, man. Football State says, what the hell did I just watch? Dude, it was just... And considering how much quality they had, and I liked that Steve Corica made that triple change. He brought on Ninkovic, Burgess, Narsing, and you think, okay, those guys are going to come on, change the game, create something, and still nothing. So, yeah, man. That reminded of last year's grand finals with Football State. Yeah, it's a good way to think of it, yeah. But we are about to get underway here in Perth, and let's jump into the team news right now for this game. Of course, some youngsters in the Glory lineup. Some changes, though. So Josh Rawlins will be dropping into centre-back. Bert Gilroy right back. Jack Clisby over on the left. Midfield, Timmins, Coley, Oxborough. Bramwell, Osler, and Sardinero start for Perth Glory. So Sardinero comes into the starting lineup, as does Kieran Bramwell. And let's check out the Victory lineup, which is just stacked. I mean, they're barely missing any players now. Miranda's, no Roderick Miranda, but a lot of former Perth Glory players, man. Like heaps, like an unusual amount, man. So Kalava still in goals. That back four, Geria, Hamill, Sporanovic, Davidson were massive last week away to Adelaide United. Brillante, Broxham, Brimmer, the 3 Bs in midfield. I should say the 3 bros, because they all start with BR. Let's call them the 3. Is that a thing? Like, I don't know if Victory fans have made that a thing. Anyway, Micah Rojas and former Perth Glory attacker Chris Economides starting the wide positions. Jake Brimmer, another Perth Glory player, former Perth Glory player, I should say, and Francesco Margiotta starts up top ahead of Nick D'Agostino. Questionable, maybe. But, yeah, man, former Glory players. Geria, Sporanovic, Davidson, Brimmer, Economides, D'Agostino. Are there any more? Dude, so many. And, I mean, from my knowledge, I don't think there's any former Victory players in the Perth Glory lineup. Liam Reddy never played for Melbourne Victory, did he? Jack Clisby spent some time with Melbourne City. But, yeah, man, we're about to get underway in this one. Perth Glory, Melbourne Victory. Look, dude, I mean, Melbourne Victory absolutely favourites in this game. What are our predictions? Throw me some predictions heading into this one. Throw me some predictions. Because, look, I'm just going to go all out and say Victory 3-0. They should smash it here. What are we saying here? Is it worth going to Mariners to Sydney if we're going to get smashed as the boys? Sydney FC fans unhappy. Really didn't play for Victory. Thanks for backing me up there. We're about to get underway in this one. Football State says, get Warland and Donachie out. Let's bring in a centre-back who can actually defend. Maybe that was one of the failures in recruitment, because I remember that was one of the concerns, how they let McGowan go as we're underway between Perth Glory and Melbourne Victory. The clock is ticking. Of course, sometimes a slight delay here on the YouTube streams, but we'll do my best to keep you guys up to date to all the action. And so glad you guys are joining here for all the reaction and live analysis and formations and all that jazz. Will there be an early bright start for Perth Glory once again? We shall find out. But just going back to what you're saying, Football State, about the centre-backs. I mean, they let Ryan McGowan go, who was so great last season for them. And like James Donachie, look, I think he's decent, but I think he's just shown he's a bit of a downgrade, especially when you compare him to Ryan McGowan, unfortunately. Julian saying 3-0 victory as well. There we go. Hey, Conscript is in here, says, how's everyone been? Have been a hot minute since I've been able to make a stream. So glad you can be here for it. So glad. Alpexis Wellington fans probably don't want to go to Amy Park for their final game. Oh, dude, no one wants to go to Amy Park to face Melbourne City now. No one wants to face Melbourne City now. If you're facing Melbourne City, it's not going to be a fun time. Luke says it's going to be 5-1 victory. Love it. Love it. Taking back to 2017, says Xander. The glory days for the Sky Blues, eh? Football State says, I hope McGowan comes back, man. Just bring him back. I wonder if there's anyone else like on the market, that they could bring in. I don't know, man. It's tricky. Didn't Papa coach Perth too? Yes, of course, Brock. Thanks for reminding me, man. Another Perth Glory connection. There's so many. There is so many. Is Sturridge on the bench? I don't believe so. No, honestly, I don't know whether Daniel Sturridge is going to make an appearance. Hey, dude, Jason Davidson's got purple hair. Surely he's intentionally done that. Jason Davidson has dyed his hair purple. If you guys aren't not familiar, this has been an ongoing thing since the start of this A-League season. Jason Davidson, left back for Melbourne Victory, has just been colouring his hair like different colours every game, basically. And he's got it purple, and surely that's a nod to Perth Glory, the side that he was a part of, the side that went to the grand final back in 2019 against Sydney FC. Speaking of the Sky Blues. Thanks, Brock, for backing me up there too. Davidson has purple hair. But surely that's not a coincidence. Surely he's done that. Yeah. Perth Glory, basically Melbourne Victory Feeder Club. It's a little bit like that. A little bit like that at the moment. So let's see if this young Glory squad can prove us all wrong and get a result in this game. I would love to see it. Dude, I'm here for the upset. Here's Economides down the left. The cross is decent. And Rojas, it's an easy save off the header of Rojas. But there you go, Melbourne Victory. Just letting them know what's going on. Xander says, I already took off work in May to see A-League All-Stars versus Barca. Of course, if you missed the news earlier this afternoon, locked in for May 25th? It's a Wednesday night. Down at Accor Stadium, Olympic Park, Sydney. A-League All-Stars, it's returning. I'm a fan, man. Like it'll be a bit of fun. Take on Barcelona, dude. One of the biggest teams in the world. It's going to be a great time. My only concerning thing about it is that it's literally a few days before the A-League Grand Final, which means you're going to have there's going to be some big players not playing in the All-Stars, but I mean, what can you do? And hopefully it builds up a big audience for the Grand Final then. You've got the big All-Stars game, which you think a lot of people will be tuning in for. You'd assume it's going to be on Channel 10. And then during the ad breaks and whatever, just be like, A-League Grand Final this Sunday between Central Coast Mariners and Melbourne City. We can hope, we can dream. Let me dream. Anyway, want to go to that one, says Jezzaboy. Dude, it should be, you'd think it'd be a packed Accor Stadium for that, hey? Will Grand Final players not be in the All-Star team? I just assume so, right? Surely not. I mean, if my team made it to a Grand Final and a few players were heading off to Accor Stadium, no, dude. Imagine if one of them got injured in a fun little All-Stars game with Barcelona. It's like, dude, we have the biggest game of our lives on Sunday and they get injured. No chance. So, I can't see. So that's the thing. You'd think if Melbourne City make it to the Grand Final, which is a fair shout, in the All-Stars team, you're not going to have McLaren. You're not going to have Leckie, Naboot, if you want to throw him in there. Metcalf, Berenguer, Curtis Good. You're not going to have all these guys. It's like, is it actually the A-League All-Stars, or is it just the A-League All-Stars, minus the two best teams in the competition? So it's like the A-League almost stars, if you like. Barry's in here. How's it going, Barry? Long-range strike from Glory goes over the bar. Only there to see Ter Stegen. Nyongabiri is back and is on the bench, says Tested Aussie. Which is good, man. He's been one of the bright sparks. And look at this. Dude, as if it was scripted. Adrian Sardanero, the flop of the season, unfortunately, is down injured after 5 minutes. Oh, what a shame. I know we're talking about Daniel Sturridge, and rightly so, man. I mean, it's been a disaster, the whole Daniel Sturridge thing, and we're talking about Leckie early on the season. When it comes to flops, I mean, Leckie's absolutely turned that around now. The guy who we have to talk about. Now, this guy was brought in to replace Diego Castro, one of the best players in the league. Adrian Sardanero has been one of the most disastrous imports I've seen play in the A-League. I mean, He's lacked so... He hasn't shown anything. Has he scored I don't think he's scored a goal. I don't think Adrian Sardanero scored a goal. He looks like he's about to come off injured now. Or is he going to continue on? But anyway, he's a Spanish attacking midfielder. And my goodness, he doesn't provide anything for his team, unfortunately. Especially when you put it up to the fact that he came to the club to replace Diego Castro. It's honestly, legitimately that alone. Losing Diego Castro and failing to replace him, I mean, that's going to cost you a top 6 place. And that alone well and truly has, hey? Jack says 5 of Victory starters, ex-Glory players. Yeah, man. We were talking about that earlier. I was trying to go through. There's so many. Here's Economides down the left, one of those former Glory players, as is Jason Davidson, as is this guy, Jake Brimmer. They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Here we go. Economides trying to knock it around here, Victory. I like it. What do you guys make of no D'Agostino starting in this game? I mean, a Socceroo one day and can't get off the bench against away to Perth Glory, To be fair, Margiotta's been looking okay last couple of weeks, eh? Here comes... Dude, look at this. Daryl Latchman's going for a run, dude. He's still going. Osler, back for Latchman? Are you... Oh, dude, he's surely offside there. But Daryl Latchman, the Dutch centre-back, almost just... He's not Dutch, sorry. Curacao or whatever it is again. What a run by Daryl Latchman. And, dude, his touch just took him wide. Daryl Latchman's so close, man. Wow. Brox is holy how fast was Latchman. Yeah, man, that was... To break away like that? What the heck? Meanwhile, Jake Brimmer's almost put Victory in the lead with a long-range strike. Okay. Fun start to this game, man. Fun start to this game. Julian asks, do you think West United could be able to reclaim top spot if they win their next few games? I honestly, after last weekend, where we saw City win 6-0 against Phoenix and now a big 4-0 tonight, and Western dropped points to Mariners, that could cost them. The last weekend's results might cost them. I think Melbourne City are in prime position, and their goal difference is just miles ahead. I can't see Melbourne City losing a game for the rest of the season, man, honestly. I know they've got Champions League they're going to play real soon, and will that kill their momentum? Maybe. But, yeah, man. I West United will come close, but I mean, Melbourne City just aren't slipping at the moment. So, I don't think so, man. And look, that's okay. To finish second is massive because obviously it gives you a bye in the first week of finals. Will Rojas get to this ball? He will. It's a chance for a victory off this right wing, Marco Rojas, who's been looking good this season. Oh, nice move, Brillante. Can he get it in? Oxborough gets it clear. Good defense. Yeah, okay. Will he be doing a watch-along for A-League All-Stars Barcelona? And then I think I saw another comment earlier. What was this? Central Coast Mariners for Life says, Lockie, you should vlog A-League All-Stars. There'll certainly be some fun content around it, I can tell you that much. Would love to hear your guys... I'm sure I'll do a video on it real soon about who I'd put in my A-League All-Stars. You know, I would love to hear who you guys would put in your A-League All-Stars. Like, who are actually, you don't have to list out the whole teams, but who do you think Toxins is in here? Hey, Toxins. Who do you think who should be locked in the A-League All-Stars? Like, who's someone that's like, yes, they should be in there. Like, for me, I mean, Jamie McLaren, right? Jamie McLaren. I mean, he wins Golden Boots every year. He's consistently the most prolific goal scorer in the A-League. I mean, has to be Jamie McLaren in there, right? If he's not playing a grand final. Who else should be in there? I mean, Leo Lacroix. I mean, he's been massive this season. Curtis Good. I think those have to be the two defenders, right? Leo Lacroix, Curtis Good. Goalkeeper. Probably Jamie Young. He's just too experienced, you know. Just on West United, Julian says, I believe in them. I think we could potentially manage it. Finishing second is good. Oh, dude, I mean, it'd be massive. It'd be really historic for Western, though, if they could go all the way and just clinch the premiership. You know, first piece of silverware. Only a few years into their existence. Here's Economides on the left, cutting inside. Williams says Pena. Chris says Biras. Tim Cahill. Bring it. Dude, I'd love that. I'd love that, Stephen. Bring Tim Cahill out of retirement to play in an A-League All-Stars game. Like, why not? Like, I wouldn't complain. That's the thing. Like, my stance, I don't know about you guys. I know some people aren't a fan of the A-League All-Stars thing and games like this. I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I'm not someone who's like, yes, let's do it. Like, I can't wait. But at the same, it's just fun. It's just a fun thing, you know? Yeah. Lacroix, Atkinson, if he was still here. Fornaroli, yeah. Yeah. Fornaroli up there for sure. I think Popovich would need to coach the A-League All-Stars team. I'd back that, yeah. I'd back that. Popovich, plenty of history in the A-League. Tony Popovich. Will his side get on the score sheet first? We've already seen 11 and a half minutes played tonight. Here's Economides. Is that a foul? No, it's a clean tackle by Perth Glory. So far, Glory dealing with Victory's attacks so far. Just saw the Sydney results as this before. Yeah, man. What do you think? What do you think? We were talking about it just before kickoff, and yeah, man. It's a big result for City and concerning for Sydney FC, man. D'Agostino, says Alan. Yeah, we'd love to see D'Agostino in there. There's a lot of good strikers. I mean, when you think of McLaren, I mean, Toxins mentioned Fornaroli. Mikuladze, I mean, he's been good this season. Becca Mikuladze from Newcastle Jets. And D'Agostino's probably up there too, you know? Jason Cummings, whether you want to throw Jason Cummings into the conversation as well. So, yeah, man. Tested says it's crazy how the A-League All-Stars is coming back since, the first time since 2014. It's been a while, eh? It's been a while. It's sort of... Yeah, it's funny that it's taken this long. You'd think they'd do it a bit more regularly, hey? Toxin says, come on, Glory. They've made a decent enough start, Glory. I mean, Daryl Latchman made their most promising foray forward. But they've got some possession of the ball here, Glory, and the chance to set something up. But dude, Melbourne Victory becoming one of the hardest teams to break down. We've learnt that in recent weeks. Adelaide failed to do it at home on the weekend. Come on, Glory. Come on, Glory. Leckie, yep. Matt Leckie for sure, actually, yeah. I think Leckie has to be in the All-Stars team for sure. Prijovic, again, a lot of big-name strikers could be in there, man. I think Prijovic might just be down the pecking order, that's all. Yeah, man. Xander says, still wearing my Sydney FC shirt, drenched in tears from the derby. A lot of us in the Cove were crying when Bahagia scored a second. Love it. Love the passion, man. Here's Economides, cutting inside. He's been tracked really well at the start of this game by Perth Glory. Margiotta, good block. Dude, this is some... he's won the foul here, Tim. This is some good defense by Perth Glory so far. They're not really giving them any openings. Callum Timmins getting a whack for his troubles. Sydney, how 4-0, honestly, City and Western United are unbeatable. Dude, there's a reason. Honestly, like, there's a reason. If you look at the ladder, again, it just goes to show, I mean, Melbourne City and Western United have just been a step above, and everyone else has just been super inconsistent. There's just been two teams who have just capitalized, you know, have taken their chances, and there's a reason why they're so far ahead. Everyone else. There's what, a 3-point gap between like third and what, ninth or something? Or is it between third and eighth? It's like 3 points. It's insane, man. Like this season's going to be the finish to this regular season is going to be insane. Anyway, here comes Perth Glory. Good fast attack here. Timmins on the right. Come on. Wait, is Nyongabiri on the field? The substitution, of course. Sardanero off for Nyongabiri. I'll update it on the lineup. A little bit late with that one. Here's Perth Glory still on the ball, looking to create something. Bert Gilroy, he's someone that could have a credit. Last time these two teams faced, man, you might remember Bert Gilroy scored a screamer. Remember early on the season, Perth Glory actually won 3-0 away to Melbourne Victory. It's one of their rare wins this season. Geez, that feels like a long time ago now, doesn't it? Last year it would have been. Now Victory on the attack, and there's a good run by Davidson overlapping. Here's Davidson in the box. Stood up by Nyongabiri. Cross towards Rojas. Away by Clisby. Again, decent defense from the Glory boys. Okay. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Victory still going there. Economides. You got to get some more width going here. I don't know. The fullbacks don't really seem that interested in attacking forward here from Victory. Economides seeing a lot of the ball on the left-hand side, man. Davidson's delivery. Oh, geez. Here's Margiotta in the box. Oh, he goes down. Is that a pen? Referee's not interested. It was sort of 50-50 though, right? They both just sort of went for it and just fell down. Was that a pen? What do you guys think? Anyway, Perth Glory are breaking the other way. Jack Clisby. Here's Nyongabiri on the right. Pacifica Nyongabiri, who's come off the bench to replace Sardanero. Oh my god, dude, that shot was close. Nyongabiri, very, very close, man. That was decent. We love to see it. Let's go Pacifica. Nyongabiri. 1-on-1 with Davidson and got the shot through his legs. So Nyongabiri's looks like he's playing on that right-hand side with Osler on the left, and yes, it's that sort of that 4-3-3 formation. Almost Melbourne City-esque from the Glory boys. Ruben Zadkovic taking liberties to change the tactics here at Perth Glory. Which, you know, go for it, man. I mean, he's interim coach. Nothing to lose, right? Come on, Glory. Come on, Glory. Here's Brimmer. Jakey Brimmer. Sort of stepped up his game. He's stepped up his game since leaving Perth Glory to join Victory. He's Economides cross. Brimmer, of course, part of a wooden spoon win claiming, I should say, side from last season with Victory. But he stuck around, and Tony Popovich has gotten the best out of him this season, man. Jake Brimmer in that number 10 role. Tearing it up. Oh, Perth Glory. I think this is the first home game for Glory since round 1 this season where the shed's open, which is nice. So the shed, the active support for Perth Glory. His Economides on the left. Again, he's got company and Bert Gilroy. Dude, that's going to be a fascinating battle. It already is. Can we get a delivery? Oh, a decent one. Away by Brownwell. Dude, this is okay for Glory, man. Like, they're defending well enough, and they've already shown a couple times that they can get away on the counter. This is probably the plan for them. And look, as a Mariners... Look, so many fans of so many teams. Mariners, Sydney, Macarthur, Adelaide, you name it, Phoenix, are all going to be back at wanting Perth Glory to win so badly, man. Because obviously, you know, they want the top 6 rivals to be dropping points, and... Melbourne Victory are certainly one of those. Melbourne Victory are in prime position. I said it on the Football Capital that show that I was on this week earlier. If you didn't check it out, Football Capital YouTube channel. I was on the A-League talk show, and I basically said that Melbourne Victory, I think, have locked in third place, man. I don't know if anyone's going to pip into it. But if they fail to win here, then it becomes a little bit more interesting. They got a pretty crucial win away to Adelaide. Oh, that was massive against another top 6 rival. You know, it's basically whoever wins when these top 6 clashes. We've got another one this weekend, Mariners Sydney. Like whoever wins them, it's like a 6-pointer. You know. Here's Oslo with some space. Nyongabiri. Glory are building nicely. Nyongabiri's delivery is cleared by Brendan Hamill, and it's going to be Perth Glory's first corner of the game. Let's go, team. Let's go, Glory. We love it. All right. Good. Dude, Nyongabiri just showing why he just should have been starting from the get-go, man. You know? There we go. So update a little Perth Glory lineup on your screens now. That front three, Nyongabiri, Bramwell, and Osler. You reckon Rojas deserves an all-whites call-up, asks Ryan. Yeah, and I was a bit confused. I mean, I'm not a Kiwi football expert, but if anyone is in here, like, why was he not? Like, he's been playing well this season. It's a bit of a bizarre one. Because Barbarouses was called up, was he not? Here's Coley's delivery for the corner. Headed away, only as far as Timmins. Back inside. Oxborough in the box. Timmins. Oh, it's blocked. There's no handball in there, was there? Yeah, man. Do you think there'll be any more coach sackings at the end of the season? At the end of the season? I don't think there'll be any during the season. Will there be any at the end of the season? Depending on how Brisbane go, Warren Moon maybe. Yeah. I can't see Pappas going. I think he's still done a good job. They can't sack Mark Rodan. They just the other day locked him down to a 3-year contract. So you'd think if anyone's in danger, it's Warren Moon at Brisbane Roar, right? I mean that's the only real obvious one. But we'll see. Brisbane are doing okay, man. Like they're still winning games here and there. And they're still in a shout with the top 6. They're absolutely outside favourites. But, yeah, man. Has Diamante played much this season? Not much at all. He's been injured for the past couple of months. Yeah, he's been out of the team for a while now. What are your thoughts on Amini since he joined? I think he's been a very good recruitment. And, look, he was brought in as an injury replacement for Bratton, and they're both two very different players. We're going to hold that because here's Nyongabiri. Oh, what a chip. Oh, dude. Pacific Nyongabiri so close to a chip goal over Calava. Again, dude, dangerous. But again, just back on Amini, man, I think it was a good move by Sydney. But just a very different player to Bratton. But he's been good. He's been very good. Is Perth holding their own? Asks Sander. Yes, I'd probably say so, man. I'd probably say so. Defending very well. Really focused in defence. And Nyongabiri, what is that, the 3rd time already I've called out his name for a big chance? And, dude, that easily could have ended up in the back of the net. Calava came and the chip went over him, but it just rolled out. Wow. Nyongabiri. Danger from the start. If Nyongabiri just scored, I'm actually throwing the chair out of hype. Love it. Here we go. Glory win the ball in the halfway line. They could push here. Here's Osler. He scored his first A-League goal on the weekend, and he's won the foul. That was soft, dude. Broxham's complaining. That was soft. It was maybe like the tiniest shirt pull, maybe. Lee Broxham's not happy about it. But referee calls for a free kick. Okay. Julian says, Josh Risdon, he's injured for about 6 or 7 weeks. Yeah, it's a blow for him, isn't it? Because he's been playing well, Josh Risdon, hasn't he? Very good. But at least they can get Tomoki Amaya in there at right back. Here we go. So a sort of like a long range free kick delivered by Oxborough is a low... Dude, terrible delivery. Good Lord. What was that? You just hit it low. You got all this tall timber lined up in the box. And it was... He definitely mishit that. That was bizarre. Stephen asked, do you think we beat Sydney FC on Saturday? Dude, honestly, based on form, based on the way things are going, I think most of the league will say Mariners will be heading into this game as favourites. Right? What do you guys think? Do you think Mariners are heading into the game against Sydney FC as favourites? I mean, seeing how the Mariners played last night, so dominant, the best performance of the season against Wellington Phoenix, and when we've just seen Sydney FC get thrashed 4-0. I mean, here we go. Here's Melbourne Victory building a chance. Rojas to strike off the post. Oh, dude, so close for Marco Rojas. So close to the first goal of the game. Rojas, wow. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I think Mariners have to be hoping for 3 points against Sydney FC. Such a big game. Such a big game. Alan says, why persist on Kalala? It is beyond me. Acton's a better keeper. Yeah, it's a debate that I've seen come up a lot amongst Melbourne Victory fans. Sanders says, Max Burgess, legit, he makes plays and runs. He's so good. Dude, I don't understand why Max Burgess isn't starting week in, week out. I think he's so good. I think he's one of Sydney's best players, and he should be starting every week. I almost have, not an identical opinion, but I've got a very similar opinion when it comes to Patrick Wood. I mean, I think some of those early games that he played early in the season, he looked great. And, like, who you're starting, like, who are you getting involved? Like, Adam Lafondra has looked so poor since coming back from injury, which is a shame for Sydney FC. Dude, he was so good in recent years. So good in recent years. Patrick Wood. Anyway. Zachy says, I reckon Central Coast Mariners will win against Sydney. Love it. Ryan says, Sydney don't have a good enough midfield to compete with Central Coast Mariners. Yeah, when you look at it, I mean, it's chopping and changing every week for Sydney. You know, whether it's, Rattray, Yazbek, Amini. I mean, tonight it was, for them, what was it? Yazbek, Amini. I mean, when you look at the way Nisbet and Ballard are playing, and then when you think you could throw Bozanic if he returns into that argument, Harry Steele, it's just, they're playing so well, you know. Rawlins isn't a centre-back. He is I guess, a more traditional right-back, but it's not the first time we've seen him play centre-back here. And here comes Victory. Oh, dude, I think that's a clean challenge. Oh, no. Referee says foul and yellow card for Timmins for his sliding challenge on Rojas. I thought he won the ball there. Tested reckons 4-1 Perth. Dude, I want it to happen so bad. You don't even understand. Did he get the ball there, Timmins? Sort of hard to see from the replay. Sanders says, if we are playing good, like we can drop a fridge at centre-back Ben Warland and then we have a chance. Oh, drop my fridge at centre-back. Wait, I don't get it. Then we can drop my fridge at centre-back Ben Warland and then have a chance. I'm not sure if that's a typo or not. I predict a draw on the weekend unless your bright pink kits blind us. Yeah, of course, the annual pink day for Mariners. And that's why, we're going to have a Melbourne Victory free kick in a second, but let me just show you, if I remove the Glory lineup, check this out. That's why the pink kit is out on display, man. It is pink round coming up this weekend for the Mariners in a few days' time. What a massive game it's going to be, man. Central Coast Mariners, Sydney FC this weekend. Love it. Love it. Sly Goddard, is he injured? I believe he is, Ryan, yeah. Yeah, I remember he went off injured half-time against MacArthur and Mudgee a few weeks ago. And I can't remember exactly what it is. Anyway, here's Margiotta's free kick. Oh my God, dude. Off the woodwork. Margiotta with like a Ronaldo-esque free kick. So close. Yeah, man. Here they come again. Davidson far post. Clisby heads away. Drop Ben Warland from the squad. Yeah, I mean, they've got a few players that just aren't up to scratch. Hey, Connor O'Toole. Don't know whether he's at the same level as like a Joel King, you know. He plays like a fridge. I like it. I like the analogy. McLaren or D'Agostino for the Socceroos? Good question. I think it still has to be McLaren. But D'Agostino off the bench, man. I think, look, hopefully for the Socceroos' sake, D'Agostino can have a strong season from here on out. Hopefully he gets on the field. If he can get some game time, man. Coast Watch. Oh, dude, that free kick. They're just showing that replay. Margiotta free kick. Dude, what a hit. It was like quite an unconventional strike of the ball. Like there wasn't that much backlift from his foot. Yeah, man. Come on, Glory. Come on, Glory. Grand finalists from 2019. Look at them now, man. Look at them now. 3 years later. On the cusp of claiming their first wooden spoon. Perth Glory. First wooden spoon, am I right? Have Perth Glory won a wooden spoon before? Someone fact check that. Thanks. Have Perth Glory won a wooden spoon? Oh, Glory might get sneak in here. Here's Osler. Trent Osler's looked lively early on this game, and he won't be able to keep this in. Scored a decent goal away to MacArthur last week, Osler. He did. Do you think Tilio will be like Daniel Arzani? I hope not. In the fact that he goes over to Europe, struggles with injuries, struggles with getting regular football, and has been very quiet last few years. Brumman's strike is blocked by Latchman. Tilio, I think, is one of Australia's brightest prospects, man. I'm the biggest Marco Tilio fan, and I'm sure he's going to become a Socceroos star in years to come. I truly believe that. So, look, the sky's the limit, man, for Marco Tilio. Here we go. Connor Meaties on the left. Can he beat Perth Glory this time? They're double teaming him with Nyongabiri, and the cross conceded for a corner. Okay. Have you heard the rumours about Perth getting new American owners? I don't think I've heard that one. I feel like we hear these sorts of owner rumours all the time, though, don't we, eh? Yeah, man. Julian says, I want to play in the A-League in the future, especially for Western United. Yes, Julian, we believe in you. And Xander says, just want to play for any A-League club except Wanderers and Melbourne Victory. Staying at Wollongong. Love NPL football at the moment. So good. Here's Davinson's delivery. Near post. From the corner. Glory get it away, but it's back in by Brimmer. Block. Glory, dude. They're matching them. They're matching Melbourne Victory half an hour into this game. Brimmer with another delivery. Latchman heads clear. Back. Oh, dude, the hit. Well hit by Brillante. He caught that well. And the near post strike was well saved. Liam Reddy. Had to be on his game there. Wow. Look at this. Oh, what a save, Liam Reddy, man. That was going in for sure. What a hit by Brillante to get that accuracy on it from there. That amount of power and accuracy on such a tight angle. Such an acute angle. Another victory set piece coming. Jake Brimmer delivers. Former Perth Glory player. Outswinging corner. Sporanovic. Still on. Guerrier. Still on for victory. Brillante. Another block, and it's away again. It's away again for another corner. So the pressure continues to build here on the home side. Okay. Ryan says, Perth 2010-11, they got the spoon. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So this could be the second one. There we go. Good to see a decent number in the shed here this game. The active support for Glory as Davidson delivers. Header from Sporanovic goes wide. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, Glory. We're holding on, man. Perth Glory, we're holding on. Dude, we'll take a draw. We'll take a draw. Also, can we have some appreciation in the chat for the coloured lights? We got purple. Where are we? Purple over here for the Glory. Blue over here for the navy blue of Melbourne Victory. How good. What's your Central Coast Mariners Wanderers prediction? Well, of course, exactly a week away from that game, hey. Look, ask me after the weekend, of course, because we still have to see those teams play on the weekend. Look, the way my Mariners are playing, man, after watching that game last night, I'm so happy with the way the Mariners are playing. And Wanderers have just been so inconsistent. I don't think it's crazy to say Mariners could be going into that game hoping for a win. Result against Sydney is crucial. If Mariners beat Sydney this weekend, then I think they'll absolutely be favourites away to Wanderers, man. Yeah. Justin says, if Perth win, it'll be huge. I agree. Oh, dude, they need it so badly. Last win for Perth Glory in the league was February 20th. February 20th. What is it, like a month and a half ago at least now? There we go. Never mind, North Queensland Fury were bottom at 11th. There we go. So maybe they haven't won a spoon. Yeah, I feel like Glory, they have had some poor seasons where they haven't made finals, of course. But yeah, I wasn't sure if they'd ever picked up the spoon. Alan says, come on, Victory. FML says, go Mariners, good to see you again, Lockie. Can't wait for Saturday night. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm so keen, man. It's going to be a massive game. Like, this is one of the crucial games for the run into the season. Mariners, Sydney, it's always a great match. Rojas looking to push in. Going to go out of play. So, 10 minutes to go in this first half, which has gone by pretty quickly. It's gone by pretty quickly. And, dude, Melbourne Victory certainly creating the better the chances and dominating. But defensively, Perth Glory have been sound. Yes. Chris, I'm just reading your comment from earlier. The longer it stays 0-0, it will suit Perth. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's a poor giveaway by Nyongabiri, man. After I was praising him a couple minutes ago. Will we see the deadlock broken in this first half? Victory have looked the more likely for sure. Rojas dangerous. Economides. Brimmer creating things through the middle. Of course, the live lineups on your screens right now, keeping you guys up to date to the formations and personnel that are taking place here on the field. How come they can't put more early games on 10 rather than Paramount? It's a great question. I mean, probably the answer is simply like there's a deal thing regarding money and subscriptions where they obviously want as many people as possible to sign up to Paramount Plus. And, you know, the more free games you give to Channel 10, I guess the less money you make. So at the end of the I mean, dude, it'd be great if we get as many games as possible on free-to-air, of course. But, I mean, this isn't new to see. I mean, it's been like this for a while, whether it's been on SBS or it was on Channel 10 a while back, I remember as well. Yeah, like 1 game a week. We were sort of used to it now, hey? I think it was on ABC recently, wasn't it? A few years back. SBS, ABC. Julian says Western United are playing at Moorshead Park this week. It's a different stadium. It's also a rectangular pitch. I saw that because when I saw the early kickoff, I was like, oh, it's probably just going to be another Ballarat game like last weekend. But Moorshead Park, which I was doing a bit of research about the other day, and Melbourne City and Sydney FC played an FFA Cup game back there back in 2014. I think that's what it was. There's been a cup game played there before. But yeah, great, man. I mean, I read that it's a small stadium. You know, it's got a small stand, a few hundred in the stand, and I'm sure there's standing room around the stadium. So, yeah, man. Marty's in here. Evening, mate. Still buzzing. Oh, dude, buzzing, absolutely buzzing from last night's game, eh? It's one of the best wins I've seen from the Mariners in a long time. Just so happy with everyone's performance. Just with the Mariners' performance last night too. There wasn't a player who performed poorly. Like everyone put in a great shift, and that's what you want when the team as a whole is performing at such a high level. Hopefully, getting the 3 points this weekend against those Sky Blues. If you haven't checked out, and also guys, if you haven't checked out the match reaction to that one, that's on the YouTube channel. Mariners Wellington match reaction, where I made a bit of a big call saying that Josh Nisbet was the best midfielder in the league right now, which I stand by. Nyongabiri's cross goes out of play. Alan says, just 10 minutes to Safa Margiotta, 10 minutes to Dagestan. Yeah, man, let's do it. D'Agostino, half-time change. Let's do it, right? He offers so much, D'Agostino, you know? He offers so much. Come on, Glory. Jason Davidson with the purple hair. It has to be a nod to Perth Glory. Am I right? Am I right in thinking that he had yellow hair against the Mariners, or am I just making that up in my brain? That's great. Amini coming up. Oh, dude. I didn't even think about that, FML. Amini potentially playing this weekend as the strikes. Oh, dude. So close to victory. It's going to be another corner here. Margiotta strike. Dude, yeah, Amini playing up against Mariners. His return to Central Coast Stadium for the first time in a decade, right? Mustafa Amini. Oh, dude, he was such... I remember I was like in high school. That just goes to show my age. I was in high school when Musti was playing for the Mariners back in the day, and everyone loved him. Everyone. It's like, Mustafa Amini. Like every time he comes onto the field. As the corner goes over there, over the bar, the header from Brillante. Yeah, man. And look, I've got no bad blood against Amini, man. Like, I'd applaud him. I'd applaud him. He's come back. Sydney FC picked him up as an injury replacement. I mean, look, kind of wish he was playing for us, but yeah, man. Who's your current A-League All-Star squad, William? Good question. We were talking about it like 20 minutes ago, and I'm definitely going to make a video about it soon, because it'll be interesting to talk about. I don't have one locked in. I can tell you that right now. Some players that were thrown up earlier. McLaren, I think, has to be around and in there. I think in defense, you're looking at Lee Lacroix, Curtis Good, probably Jamie Young in goals. Would love for Beery Giddy to get in there though. I mean, who else? You know, Matt Leckie. Matt Leckie probably has to be in there as well. Red wigs were everywhere. Yeah, that's right. The Amini red wigs. That's the thing. He just has iconic hair. That's legit. The first time we saw him, Mustafa Amini, just the iconic red afro. I mean, you couldn't not love the guy. He was so good, so good. Clisby. Oh, dude, Jack Clisby so close, man. Again, Glory almost catching victory out on the counter-attack. That was a decent opportunity once again. Jack Clisby scored a very similar goal for the Central Coast Mariners against MacArthur last season. FML says, would love to see him back, Mustafa Amini, but happy with the current squad. Yeah, I'm on the same page. It's not that we would really need him, eh? So, but it's nice to have him back in Australia and playing the A-League, you know, Mustafa Amini. He's spent so long in Europe. Xander's asking about how do you feel Spurs getting knocked out of the group conference league. Look, it would have been great to have gone on and won it, which was sort of almost the aim heading into it. Because it's like the third tier of European competitions, I don't care for it too much, to be honest. Like, it doesn't bother me that much, you know? Because it's just the conference league. Like, yeah, you'd think with the quality we have, Tottenham would be one of the best players, but there you go. Best teams in the competition. But at the end of the day, I was like, it's just the conference league. Like, who cares? Like, at least we get to focus on Premier League. Anyway, here's Economides down the left, taking on Burke Gilroy. Delivers is a good one. Ready claims. So still we're getting real close to half time, and there's still nothing, no goal on the score sheet for Melbourne Victory, who have been the better side. Well, when I say the better side, I mean in an attacking sense. Perth Glory's defense has been stellar. And they have a chance to build something in attack here. Here's Osler. He's been physical. Oh, great work. Back heel for Clisby, who delivers. Away by Sporanovic. His colleague on the edge of the box has to turn back. Come on, Glory. Let's get some good passes going here. That's it. Oh, Osler's going to lose the ball. And that's a foul. Out of Europe was the best thing that happened to us, says Marty. That's the thing. I mean, like, do I want to be playing, like, you know, all of these games against, you know, other European side, like when it's not Champions League or even Europa League. Like Europa League's still pretty decent too. But look where Tottenham are now, and in with a good shout to finish in a Champions League spot. Like that's That has to be the priority. Is Dan's career over? Which Dan are you referring to, Brock? Is Dan's career over? Hang on, what's going on here? Have I just missed a foul or something? There's a bit of a tussle going on in the middle of the park. Margiott's just been taken away. I was looking at the chat and I've clearly missed something because there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on the field here. What's going on? Referee's just running away, so everyone's chilling out. There must have been a foul or something, as we're going to have 1 minute of injury time. I'd love to see a replay of this because I missed. Did anyone see what happened? Anyone see what happened there? Anyway. Tested says Perth need a huge rebuild. I think we'll see it. Hey, I think we will see it. Oh, Daniel Sturridge. Is Dan's career over? I don't think his career is over. I think he's still got aspirations to play, but injuries aren't helping him. Yeah. I think his Perth Glory career is probably over. Unfortunately. How far do you think Melbourne City can go in the Champions League? I think they'll go further than Sydney because they just have a bit more depth. I think City are a chance to make it out of their group. The group. I think GNR Dragons is probably the toughest side they're coming up against in the group. They could come second easily, Melbourne City. Here's Kieran Bramwell pushing forward. We're going to be doing some watch-alongs for some of those Champions League group stage games, which are coming up in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for those. And it's half-time. So 0-0 after half-time. And as someone mentioned in the chat earlier, I excuse me for not remembering who brought it up, but this will favour Perth Glory, man. This will favour Perth Glory. Dude, we'll have a look at the stats in a second. Surely in the double figures, you'd think shot stats for Melbourne Victory. They were all over it. But credit to Perth Glory, who were super focused and disciplined in defence. I mean, Bert Gilroy, Latchman everywhere. Jack Clisby with a few headers away. I mean, it's solid stuff if you're a Perth Glory fan to know that you're still holding on. Surely Dan Sturridge comes to West United. Well, it'd be less travel for him, wouldn't it? Less travel for him. All right. So half-time. Perth Glory 0, Melbourne Victory 0. Hopefully we see some goals in the second half. And look at, I mean, this is a good little place for Perth Glory to be in, man. Just hold on from here. Snag one on the counter-attack in the second half. And then all of a sudden the top six race gets even more interesting if Melbourne Victory drop points here. Just give Bahagia the ball. The man is a gun in the ACL. Yeah, isn't he like Sydney's top goal scorer or something in the Asian Champions League? How good. Yeah, I'm honestly very excited to see how City and Sydney go in the Champions League, man. And I'm excited for this new format, how they're just going away for a couple of weeks, playing all the group games, 6 group games. And it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Dean, yeah, you're going to Pink Round on on Saturday? Yes, of course. Looking forward to it so much. And I showed this earlier. I showed it again. Of course, you can sort of see it there anyway. Got the pink jersey on display in the background intentionally because it's Pink Round coming up for South Coast Mariners. It's going to be great. Picked up specifically that one too. I really like the design of that pink one. That's from last season's one. I liked how it sort of fit nicely into the navy colour. The navy sort of, outside area. Ooh. So, I think this is probably a good time while it's half-time. Let's do a bit of a look ahead, if you like, an early predictions. Got the predictions video coming out tomorrow, but for the A-League. But checking out the games coming up this weekend, and let me know if you're heading to a game this weekend. Who's heading to an A-League game this weekend? But kicking off on, we've got a break tomorrow night. No games on tomorrow night, of course. But on Friday, we've got... who is it? MacArthur, Brisbane, isn't it? Sorry, no, Adelaide, MacArthur. Well, Adelaide, MacArthur. Now, that'll be a fun game to watch. Because two teams who have sort of been inconsistent in recent weeks. And you just don't know who's going to win that one at the moment. I think Adelaide should win it. Though. We've got Western Wellington. You'd think Western should win that game. Got Wanderers hosting Brisbane Roar. That'll be a funny game to watch, actually. And then this Saturday night is stacked, as it was last week. Melbourne Derby. Victory City. What a game that'll be. And then we've got Mariners hosting Sydney FC at the exact same time. Goodness me, dude. Mouth-watering. It's a shame that those games are on at the same time. I'm going to be down at the Pink Ground at Socceroos Stadium, as I'm sure a few of you guys in the chat are. And while Melbourne Derby's taking place. And then on Sunday, the Newcastle Jets take on Perth Glory. I'm going as well. It's going to be my first Pink Round I've gone to since I was about 10. So 6 years ago. There you go. How good, Dean? Toxin says, who's dominating? You got to say Melbourne Victory, right? You got to say Melbourne Victory. Let's pull up the stats actually now. Let's have a look at the stats for this game so far, because shot stats. There you go. Perth Glory, 4 shots, none on target. A lot of this coming from Pacifica Nyongabiri, who came off the bench to replace Sardinero, the injured Sardinero. Melbourne Victory, 11 shots, but only 3 on target. So, while they've been creating chances, possession's pretty even too, 51% to 49%. So 51 for Glory. So there you go. Why go to the Mariners game if you got nothing else on? That's right. What's Pink Red? Glad you asked, Brock. Once a season, Mariners wear pink jerseys and everyone wears pink, raising money for Cancer Council. And it happens once a game a season, and we've been doing it for the past decade now, I think. But yeah, man, looking forward to it. As always. Who do Perth need to sign next season? Ooh, big question, tested Aussie. I think an easy question is probably like, what positions do they need to strengthen in? Because it's always tricky to pick out specific players they can bring in. But what areas do they need to strengthen in? I think they need better quality out wide and in a creative sense too. I think defensively, and they've shown this season, they've actually been pretty okay defensively this season. Like, they've got good goalkeepers there in Reddy, Jones, Cameron Cook's been good. Latchman, I rate Latchman very highly. I think Burt Gilroy's good. Clisby's been okay. And then Jonathan Aspro, who's out tonight, he's been good in centre back in defence too. So I think defence is okay for Perth Glory. But you look at those attacking positions. If they can hold on to Fornaroli again and try and build a team around him, they just don't have the quality in those wide positions and like a number 10, like a Diego Castro. Sardinero just hasn't worked out at all. So the whole Sardinero experiment has been an absolute disaster for Perth Glory. And that's the thing. It's almost like he's played a decent amount of football this season, and you think by this point you'd get going. But he's struggled. He's seriously struggled, and for me is the flop of the season. See, I don't know if you can call Daniel Sturridge a flop of the season because he simply just hasn't played football. Yeah. Whereas O'Neill, he's got a long-term injury, unfortunately. I think it's a shoulder thing. Yeah, but dude, that's another blow for them. Hey, Brandon O'Neill. I mean, he was so crucial to them, Perth Glory. So yeah, man, big blow. Having no Brandon O'Neill. I don't know if he's out for the rest of the season. He might come back late. Xander, I'm just seeing a comment from earlier. Could you imagine a Jacob Farrell match one kit on your wall? That would sum up your whole personality. Biggest Farrell fan ever. Dude, let's do it. Maybe I'll ask him for his shirt at the next game. No, we love the Faz, man. We love the Faz. He's a super player and has obviously had a massive season this season. And has he missed a game? I'm trying to remember if Jacob Farrell's... I think he did, actually. I think he was rested against Brisbane. if I can recall correctly. So many young players excelling at the Mariners this season, man. When you look at Steely, Ballard, Nisbet, Dan Hall, Lewis Miller, Jacob Farrell, I mean, list goes on. Toxin says, Garcia hated Sturridge, I swear. I don't know about that. I mean, of course, he wasn't getting played because he was injured. But, look, I mean, maybe. I mean, like, I guess Sturridge was sort of thrown in there. It was almost like a big sort of money move. And here's Richie Garcia trying to just have a successful, trying to win games. Like I'm for sure he was just told to throw. It's like, I don't care. The guys at Perth Glory probably like, I don't care how fit he is. Just get him on there round one. You know, they had a big crowd there round one against Adelaide. And he absolutely wasn't ready. I mean, he did nothing. Brock says, I was so happy to see Pacific Nyongabiri leave Adelaide. He didn't do much, only one goal. Well, I mean, he didn't really get that much game time, to be fair. I mean, when they got so many good youngsters coming through. I mean, they had like Lockie Brook, the Toure brothers, the Cooley. I mean, he had to leave just to get game time. I mean, we saw it happen with Al Hassan Toure, didn't we? Yeah, man. And funnily enough, Nyongabiri's been one of the better players tonight for Perth Glory. He's looked really lively. And again, as I was talking about earlier, I just don't understand why he didn't start. Daniel Steins too. I don't know why Daniel Steins isn't starting. I think he's so bright, super bright talent. That's been one of the problems for Perth Glory. Just their team selection at times has been a bit bizarre. Yeah. Lacroix promised me to give me his shirt, says Julian. How good would that be? A match-worn Leo Lacroix shirt. That would be quite the prize. So it is. What's the time here, man? 10 local. Tuning in here on the Central Coast, it is 10:03 p.m. on the east coast of Australia. A couple hours ahead of Western Australia, where this game's being played. Look, you do watch City versus Sydney. To be fair, Jordan Boss played so good. Did watch it, yeah, of course. And dude, what a goal by Jordan Boss! How good was that hit? Long range strike through the box. That was great. Really, really good. Soxon says put Osler up the top, Steins on the left. Do it. 100%. 100%. I don't know if Bramwell's offering enough. But Steins is one of those players who can break attacks. Sorry, break defenses apart. Elite Falcons in here. How's it going? Marty says Mariners average age against Wellington. Defense 22, midfield 23. It's so good, isn't it? It's so good. And it can't be understated how big of a deal that is. That this super young Mariners squad is performing at such a high level. Taking on the best teams in the comp and running with them the whole way. Do you talk to some players on Instagram? I don't think so. No. No, I don't really talk to players. Saw, was it the E-League qualifiers on the weekend? The E-League qualifiers for the Central Coast Mariners. Made it to the quarterfinals. I was a couple games away from representing the Mariners at the E-League. Can you imagine that? Coast Football representing the Mariners at the E-League. And hung out briefly with Josh Nisbet and Max Ballard. They were there. Nikolai Muller was there too, I think. Gotta have that tea, right? Gotta have that late night watch-along cup of tea. The ideal companion. Got the A-League ball in the background. There it is. You got the A-League ball on the couch back there. Mariner scarf. Oh, that's right. Of course, on the advertisement here for the Matildas games coming up. 2 games. One in Townsville, one in Canberra. Matildas taking on New Zealand this Friday, 7 p.m. on 10 Bold. Free to wear. Free to wear. Good stuff. How good. How good. All right, Bea, we are really shortly about to get underway here in the second half. Perth Glory, can they find something? Can they find their first win in a long time against this classy Melbourne Victory side? They are really up against it. The youth from the West. Up against Tony Popovich and his Melbourne Victory side. Fascinating second half coming up. Look, even if this ends 0-0, it's still a bit of a dramatic result. Because Melbourne Victory are still absolutely favourites. You get a grind. You should do it next year. I assume you're talking about the E-League. On the Mariners TikTok about it, half the comments were asking how you did. Is that right? I haven't seen that. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. I wasn't there to make it all the way in. Oh, dude, we are underway, and we're dude, seconds into the half, Jason Davidson has just elbowed Nyongaburi in the head. Apologies for the late start to the half here. Yeah, I don't know if I'd actually take the E-League thing seriously enough. You know, I wasn't actually there to qualify. I was just there to sort of have fun more than anything. So, and I absolutely don't rate myself on FIFA. I mean, I know I just do the career mode stuff, but nothing more than that. So early chance for Perth Glory here. It's going out of play. Going to get that clock synced up in a second for you. So the second half, we are underway in Perth. Oh, a breakaway on potentially. Latchman's going to get there first. Nicely done, nicely done. Clock is ticking away. We're a couple minutes into this second half. Can we do it? Can we do it, boys? Glory, boys. Come on, Glory. Come on, Glory. I don't know any Perth Glory chance. I know they do the "you fat bastard, you fat." I know they do that one a lot. When opposition goalkeeper's taking the free kick. They're one of the few teams that still do that one. But I couldn't tell you any other Glory chance. I'm just assuming that "Come on, Glory" is one of them. All right. Come on, Glory. A-League champions. Perth Glory never actually A-League champions, of course. So came close on a couple occasions. Couple grand finals for Perth Glory. Brisbane Roar, that dramatic one with Bessa Barusha. And then, of course, most recently against Sydney FC, where they played at Optus Stadium. With one of the more lackluster grand finals in A-League history, man. 0-0 that one was. Penalty shootout. A grand final where Andrew Redmayne was the hero. All right. Come on, Glory. Have we seen any changes to the tactics so far in this half? Glory's next 5 games: away to Jets, home to Phoenix, away to Western and Adelaide, and then home to Wanderers. I mean, all their games are going to be tricky from now on in. Hey, do you feel more confident about that much against Sydney FC after tonight, Peter? Yes, I think so. Seeing them and how they fell apart so easily, I think so. Here comes Victory. Davidson, was he offside? Latchman got the clearance away. It's going to be another corner. Alan, I haven't spotted any substitutions as of yet. But of course, correct me if I'm wrong. Jason Davidson. Oh, quick corner. Here we go. Davidson. That's how he scored the goal last week, man. That quick 1-2 off the corner. You remember that? Was that? No, sorry, the week before. The week before against Western Sydney Wanderers. Remember that quick corner that Jason Davidson, that goal that he scored a couple weeks ago, almost did the identical thing here. Come on, Glory. Come on, Glory. Almost A-League champions. Will they win their first wooden spoon? You'd think if they lose this game, it's almost wrapped up, hey? Especially considering Brisbane won last weekend. Here's Neon Gabiri on the right. Can we create something? Come on, lads. I'm not a Glory fan, but I am for tonight. Burke Gilroy. Low crosses cleared away by Davidson for a corner. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Clisby and Colley stand over the corner for Perth Glory. Tall timber in the box in the form of Bramwell. Latchman. We're still on here. It's going to dip wide of the goal. So, Perth Glory still, I don't think they've put a shot on target yet, unfortunately. Do you guys think an A-League club could win the AFC Cup? Yeah, for sure. Why not? For sure. Rojas. Tony Popovich, I think, will be wanting to see a bit more from his side. Not that they were poor, but they only managed 3 shots on target in the first half, Melbourne Victory. That's probably more credit due to Perth Glory's stubborn defence, though, not giving them those chances, those opportunities. I think it's smart playing with 3 players in midfield as Perth Glory are, just to nullify those 3 hard-working players in the middle for Glory. And then you've got those 3 attackers who all have pace, those 3 young guns. Create stuff on the counter-attack, and they could do it again here. Clisby with the long ball for Osler to chase. Victory come away with it. Brendan Hamill's going for a run here. Look at him go, Brendan Hamill. He's lost it here. But it's Rojas who has it. Victory down the left. Is there an opening coming? Here we go. Victory. They're pushing. Oh, dude, nice play. It's another corner, I think, is it? As I said, peaks for Victory. There's been... Oh, no. It's goal kick. Margiotta almost forcing his way through there. Oh, he's probably just offside too. Just offside. Come on, Glory. Come on, Glory. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Perth Glory have a hectic schedule coming up. They're basically playing like every midweek, I think it seems. And it's rough for them too because they're constantly flying back and forth from the East Coast. Wow, how's there not a foul in there? Like a wrestle in the middle of the park. Broxmon Collie. Oh, good. Dude, what a touch, Nyongabiri in the middle of the park. And he's streaking away. Nyongabiri can release Clisby, and he does. Here's Jack Clisby on the left. Back for... Is it Oxborough with a hit? Oh, it's just wide. Just wide. In fact, it was Timmins, Callum Timmins, who doesn't mind a long-range strike. You might remember that cracking goal he scored against Wellington Phoenix, which was a similar distance too. Wow, man. Oh, well done. Perth Glory winning at Hyde Park again here. Oxborough, Nyongabiri, come on. Oh, Nyongabiri, he's still going. Oh, is that a pen? Oh, just Gary bundle him over. Nyongabiri, great effort to win it and to work his way into the box. Did Gary bundle him over there? I don't know. Here's Victory coming the other way. Big chance. Victory. It's a goal. It's 1-0. And it's an easy tap-in the end for Francesco Margiotta. Well, Melbourne Victory's dominance has finally proven too much for Perth Glory. The goal was coming, you have to say, man. They caught them on the counter-attack there after that penalty shout. And it was teed up to perfection for Margiotta, the Italian striker, with another goal this season. Good play down the left to Connor Meady's involved. And teed up nicely there. Was it Rojas with the final pass? Sorry, Brimmer it was. Jake Brimmer just drifts into the box and unmarked. Unmarked. So disciplined in defense. Dude, such a shame. Such a shame considering that Perth Glory have been so disciplined in defense for so long. Are they checking something before we keep going with the play here? Is the referee having to listen to something? Margiotta's third goal of the season in his 18th A-League game. You'd expect a better return from him, but it's been D'Agostino who's been leading the way for the strikers at Victory. But it is 1-0. 57th minute, that goal was struck. Poor defending from Perth. They're very lazy. I agree, Marty. They just sort of clocked off there as that counter-attack came down the left. And easy for Margiotta just to fire it home from there. Right in front, can't miss. But well done, Brimmer, to set it up. Latchman is world class, says Toxins. Dude, I think Latchman's very, very good. I think he's a great defender. One of the better A-League centre-backs. Chris says, I see more goals coming from Victory's way now. This could open the floodgates. You're right. Yeah, this could. Rawlins. Dude, Glory. Committing more numbers forward now. Now they need to get something out of this game. They're going to chase it. Timmins. Latchman. Here we go. Ball down the left. Osler cutting inside. Collie goes back. Clisby. Got to see more movement from Perth Glory. More invention. It's a long-range strike from Rawlins. Dude, decent hit by Josh Rawlins, who went for it. Straight into Calava, though. It was a long way out, too, wasn't he? Joshy Rawlins. Just felt like having a pop. He just had a hit. Record when conceding first this season, according to the broadcast. Perth Glory haven't won a single game after conceding first. They've lost 77% of their games after conceding first. So, gee whiz, it's not good for Glory. Alan says Margiotta now get him off. He scored the goal, get him off, eh? He's done his job. How good is that standing area in the shed? I love it. I think it's great. It's such like an iconic... I love how, like, you know, each stadium almost has their iconic little things, you know. Central Stadium with the palm trees and the sauce bottles. Perth Glory with the shed. I love it. So we're just past the hour mark here. Still half an hour of football to be played. Can Perth Glory muster something up? Can they prove the statisticians wrong? What have they got? What have they got here? There's decent play. Nyongabiri, who's been so good, and they've got a decent breakaway on here. Nyongabiri down the right. He's still going. Oh, dude, he dealt on it too long. Had to have a hit or play it off. Dude, they were 3-on-2 there, Glory. Still going here. They're going to win a corner. Here, Lee Broxham with the block. Dude. That was a really good opening. Nice little piece of play down the right. And Nyongabiri was away, and that was 3-on-2 for sure. Wow. Marcus is here. Says just got here, nearly forgot the A-League was on. Yeah, that's right. Late night action on a Wednesday night. Colley's corner. Decent one. Comes out. Timmins. Gee whiz. Julian, I'm just reading a comment from earlier. Lockie, if you had to play for Central Coast Mariners, what position would you play and what number would you be in? I first of all want to say I'm absolute rubbish at football. What position would I play though? Defensive mid, probably. That's what I used to play back in the day. And what number would I be? 8. I think I used to wear 8 when I played too. But that was a long time ago. Daggers time. We're going to see a couple of changes here for Perth Glory. The youngsters coming on, Vicinho. And Zimmerino coming on as well. So Vicinho coming on for Bramwell up top. What are they showing here? Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, I missed that. Hang on, what? Wait, what? What? Did a ball kid just come on the field and grab a ball that was in play? And they're doing a drop ball now. Oh my God, and they're showing... Oh, don't show the ball kid on camera. What the heck? Oh, that's actually hilarious, but also, like, so sad. for the kid. I feel sorry for the kid. But also, what are you doing, kid? Oh my gosh. So for those who aren't watching, from what I gather, I missed it. It mustn't have. They were showing a replay at the time. They must have. But all of a sudden, they're all standing around and ready for a drop ball because one of the ball boys has run onto the field and grabbed the ball before it's gone out of play. What? I've never seen that. What the heck? What the heck? What is the ball boy doing? What? Sorry, boy or girl? I didn't see if that was a boy or a girl there, but oh my goodness me! What? Why did they do? Ball kid went on the field. How random, dude. Anyway, here comes Melbourne Victory. We're gonna update the Perth Glory lineup in a second. A couple of changes made for them. Fresh legs. But the ball was going out, man. Like it was just slowly going out for a goal kick. Surely these ball kids get the strictest of instructions to. Surely they know what to do, and just don't run onto a field to grab a ball. But poor kid. I feel sorry for the kid. Melbourne Victory looking to get him behind again here. Economides in the box. Corner. Another corner. Haven't got the stats in front of me, but I tell you what, the corner stats must be quite high for the home side, the away side. Oh, quick corner. Oh, dude, so close. So close to his second goal for Melbourne Victory. That was really, really smart. Really quick delivery in for Brimmer. And he almost put it home. Oh, dude, that was a really smart corner. All right, Davidson to go again. Oh, it's a good delivery. Away by Latchman. Well done. Only as far as Rojas, who hits it over the bar. Marco Rojas. Oh, Marco Rojas. Got to keep that shot down, surely, right? Alrighty, so more youngsters onto the field for Perth Glory as the updated lineup is now on your screen. Zimmerino, Vecchio, both involved in that dramatic 4-2 clash with Macarthur FC. Onto the field, Vecchio was decent actually coming off the bench against Macarthur on the weekend. Here it comes wide, Nyongabiri. That's the man who you want on the ball, Nyongabiri. Remember, Glory are only one goal behind. They're still in with a shout. They've just got to be a bit more positive. Will you go watch Manchester United in Melbourne in July? Coast Watch? Probably not. Excited to see another A-League All-Star, says Marcus. Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Going to Manchester United in July. So good, Julian. So still plenty of time for Perth Glory to get something out of this game. There's going to be another change here. This time for Melbourne Victory. And here it is. D'Agostino is coming on to take on his former side, as is Stefan Negro, who's coming to the field, and Ben Falami. So some fresh legs onto the park for Tony Popovic's side. Looks like Margiotta's coming off, the goal scorer for Victory. Economides coming off for Falami. And Matt Sporanovic coming off the field as well. So that might mean it'll be interesting to see who shifts to centre back then for Melbourne Victory, whether Broxham potentially drops back in there. But not some decent subs to bring on, hey, and like Ben Falami and D'Agostino, 2 Socceroos. How good. Oh, dude, D'Agostino looking to make an instant impact, trying to poke it away. Pressure applied to Reddy. He gets it away. So it looks like Jason Guerrier has shifted to centre back alongside Brendan Hamill. Stefan Negro playing on the right back position. And they've won a free kick there. Melbourne Victory. Silly foul by Giordano Colli. Did he pick up a yellow card for that? I think he did. He did. That was a silly foul. That was a silly foul. He didn't really need to bring him down. Wrestled him to the ground there. So free kick. Oh, quickly taken. Are they going to let it go? He's going to call it back. He's going to call it back. Victory. We're absolutely going to score there, man. Victory, we're in for sure. That's not the first time they've done this, hey. The quick set play. Quick corner, quick free kick. So Brimmer to deliver. As we pass the 70th minute mark. Davidson's there standing over at 2. As the updated Melbourne Victory lineup is on the screen now. D'Agostino, Falami, Negro on the field. Delivered. And Perth Glory could counter it here. They've won it and they're breaking away 3-on-3 at the halfway line. Victory getting numbers back. Dude, they've got to release quicker here, man. Glory. You can see Melbourne Victory just able to set up back in defence now. Really good transition back into defence for Tony Popovich's side. That's right, finally. Falami and Daggers. The danger men, hey? What are your thoughts? Peter, I'm just reading a comment from earlier. What are your thoughts on the A-League All-Stars game being scheduled during Grand Final week? There's like pros and cons to it. I have seen the pros saying that like it's a great advertisement. We're going to hold that because he's Nyongabiri. Shot goes wide. No, the pro is like it'll be decent, like promotion for the A-League Grand Final on the upcoming weekend. But also the shame is that we're not gonna be able to see if some key players from those Grand Final teams you'd imagine not playing that All Stars game, which is a shame. So ideally you'd want to see it scheduled somewhere else. Some more changes for Perth Glory. Steins is on for Timmins. Oxbro's off as well, and Aussie Malik is onto the field. So, Zadkovic starting to empty his bench now. I think that's all his changes made. Because, of course, Nyongabiri came on in the first half. Perth, what do they got here? Steins. Should have been starting from the start, man, I'm telling you. Clisby goes back to Latchman. Need to see a Glory goal man here. That not only, they've just been struggling to score goals. They got two out of MacArthur last weekend, but look at home especially, they've just been struggling to find the back of the net at all. Nice. Here's Steins. Nice little play here. It's Zimmerino getting in behind. Gary with a block and Rojas clears. Nyongabiri. Let's see a bit more invention here from Perth Glory. Steins. Nyongabiri. Oh, great turn. It's going to fall here for, is it Vecchio? Oh, dude, whoa, dude, that was so close. Vecchio so close to his first A-League goal, man, across the face of goal. Kalava didn't get a hand to it. What a strike. What a chance. I thought that was going in. Oh, he did so well. I thought I could have sworn that was going in, man. Updated Perth Glory lineup on your screen. Malik and Steins in midfield now. Oh, man. Crazy stuff, hey. Joel says Perth, honestly, pretty frustrating team to watch sometimes, just too slow. Yeah, man. It's costing them an attack. Where's Fornaroli? Not sure, to be honest. Potentially picked up an injury. You'd imagine, hey. Marcus says, how many days separate the grand final and A-League All-Stars game? It'll be a few days. The All-Stars game is scheduled for the Wednesday, and then the grand final will be played on either Saturday or Sunday. So, just a few days. Yeah, man, stoked with Celtics winning in the Old Firm Derby, being a Celtics supporter myself. Fornaroli's got scans, says Tested Aussie. Another change here. Ryan Mashan coming on to replace Brillante, Melbourne Victory captain. Ryan Mashan back onto the field. Missed a chunk of the season in the middle there with an injury. But he's been a decent pickup, man. He's been a decent pickup for Melbourne Victory. They are coming the other way here on the attack here. It is Brimmer, who's been very good this game here, Jake Brimmer. Involved in everything forward for Victory. Here is Ryan Mashan in midfield getting some early touches. D'Agostino loses the ball. And Perth, can they break here? Well done, Coley, to maintain possession of the ball. It's going to come away for Steins on the left. Daniel Steins. Again, the avenue's closed up. They needed to go quicker there. There's a Perth Glory player down in the middle. I don't know why. Didn't see what happened there. Here's Nyongabire. The turn and the strike from Coley. Oh, dude, again, man. Not for the first time tonight. It is frustrating to watch. Was it Joel? Yeah, I agree. What Joel said earlier about Perth being frustrating to watch. It's so many of these, like they get into good positions and then these strikes are going just so far off target. It's frustrating, hey? Is 3 days enough for a player to recover? Should they be in both the grand final and the All-Stars game? Oh, dude, I was talking about it earlier, and if my team's playing the grand final, I want no one anywhere near the All-Star squad. Because imagine if like a player like picked up an injury or something in the All-Stars game, and it's just an All-Stars game. It's just like a fun one-off game. So no, I don't think there's any chance grand final players playing the All-Star squad, unfortunately. Here comes Victory inside the box. Oh, referee says clean challenge by Clisby. Great tackle. Was it on Rojas? Gee whiz. Oh, wow. That was a super clean tackle by Clisby. Well done to win the ball there. Chris says, A-League strikers aren't A-League ready. Well, yeah, I mean, these young ones they're having to give a run to aren't at all. I think Osler looked okay. Here is Nyongabire breaking away now, though. What can he create this time? Again, it's just picked away. But it will be a corner. But yeah, I mean, they're having to give the likes of, Zimmerino, Vecchio, Bramwell, Osler, all these young guys a run, man. There's, no Sturridge, no Fornaroli, no Keogh. What can you do, eh? Neon's in here. Says, hey, Lockie has a stream bin. It's been fun, man. Enjoying this game we've been watching. Perth Glory victory. Fourth corner of the game for Perth Glory. Will it be a fruitful one? It's going to be Clisby who plays it out to the box. Gilroy, Latchman, for some reason, isn't in the box for the set piece. And it comes to the edge of the box now. Still on for Glory. Steins flicks it over. Too much on the chip for Clisby. Wow, man. They just like look out of ideas in attack. It seems like there's no real structure, no plan. It reminds me of how the Mariners used to play in their wooden spoon years. Just so poor in attack. Just really no idea at all. No confidence. I mean, this is a team who's lacking confidence just greatly. It's worrying for Perth Glory fans. Neon says, I don't know what happened to Perth's talent because back in 18, 19, 20, they had a really stacked squad. People like D'Agostino and Conomedes, that's right. That grand final team was class. But they let a lot of those players go and just simply haven't replaced them with the same quality. And that's what happens when you let such a large number of players go and fail to replace them. Dude, Guerrier. Almost got it ball snapped away from him. How's the water? Dude, yeah, Julian, we're enjoying the water, man. Good to stay hydrated. Good to stay hydrated. Like doing match reaction after the game? Nah, no match reaction after this one. Any tea this stream? Yes, of course. We had a cup of chamomile tea, of course. Here come Perth Glory. Zimmerino can't keep it in. I think he's hurt himself, Zimmerino. Wasn't he down earlier? Marcus says, I'm amazed that the All-Stars game was scheduled before the grand final. I imagine they didn't have much choice. I get the sense that maybe it was a Barcelona thing, you know? So it's just unfortunate timing. But guys, Coast Watch is 40. Unfortunately, not tonight, Stephen. No match reaction tonight, Stephen. Just the live watch along of this game, which has been at times entertaining, but at times also frustrating for Perth Glory, as they just failed to create anything really meaningful in attack. And here come Perth. Oh, dude, victory, great pass. Rojas. They've been solid enough in defense, Perth Glory. But it's not going to be enough, dude. If they can't score, it's going to cost them another 3 points. And this season's just getting worse and worse and worse for Glory. You'd think that getting back home to WA, that they'd rescue something from this for this season. They've just failed to do so. Do you think Perth is still recovering from the 2019 grand final loss psychologically? I don't know, Peter. It feels like so long ago. Here's victory in the box. Great chance. Body's on the line and Glory get it away. I don't know. I feel like that was such a long time ago. And after that, it's not like they were performing super terribly after that. I think that the following season, did they miss out? Did they miss out in finals? I think the following season. I think they're mid-table. I don't know. I don't think so, because this season in particular has just been a massive step down, man. Last season they were competitive. They could possibly move to the grand final week back. They've already said that they've locked in the grand final for that weekend in May, which I think, what is it, 24? Was it the 30th, 29th, 30th, something like that? It's after the 28th, 29th, something like that. And when they've locked it in. So yeah, man. Here's a chance for Steins. Oh, dude. Took a deflection. Was it off his own teammate, maybe? Daniel Steins. We're entering the final stages of this game. will there be something to cheer about for Perth Glory? Here comes Clisby. Decent little run. Steins. Collie. On the right, the delivery comes in. Zimmerino's at the far post. Has to recover it. They're just trying to create something here. Where's the spark going to come from? It's Steins. Back for Clisby. Dude, it's so freaking painful to watch, man. Like, they're poor delivery, then they have to go backwards. Here's Nyongabiri. Oh, pokes it through. This is better. Back inside. Can't find a teammate, though. When it looks like they've got something promising building, it just always gets snuffed out. Oh, man. Victory going to make one final change late in the game here. Birkin Kurdar, the midfielder. Ah, man. Perth Glory. Come on, man. So Kurdar is going to come on here to replace Jason Davidson, former Perth Glory fullback. So you'd imagine Broxham's going to shift into the back line. The Shed still making some noise here in this game, cheering their side on as they strive to get something, anything out of this game. They just for some pride, just for anything, man. Here is Kurdar. Ramashan. Forward comes Brimmer, who's had a great game. Set up the goal. Falami on the left. Falami cutting in. And his strike goes wide. Ben Falami's been quiet since coming off the bench. I think that's the first time I've really called out his name. But final change for the match made there. Kurdar into midfield. He's made a number of bench appearances this season. Chris says, Papa will be frustrated. This is a game they should be winning by 3 or 4. Yeah, if they could have been a bit more clinical, yeah. It hasn't been completely dominant, I wouldn't say, for Melbourne Victory. But they've been the better of the two sides, you know. If you just, you know, which team's going to take their opportunities. It's a poor giveaway by Rawlins. Here's Falami, who can attack down the left. Falami, still going. Ben Falami. Lays it back. Is there a chance? Is there one more? Are they going to find a second here? Oh, dude, it's almost trickled into the back of the net. Who was that? Was that Kurdar? Birkin Kurdar worked his way into the box. So close, man. Took a touch off Rawlins, so it'll be a corner. Foxton says late goals from Steins and Vecchio. Dude, let's hope so. But you just get the sense that there's still not going to be anything, man. There's not going to be anything for Perth Glory out of this game. They just look so poor in attack. So poor in attack. Short corner for Victory. Only a few numbers in the box. Kurdar delivers. Ready claims. All right, this is the time, man. Glory have to commit numbers forward now. They love sitting back, but they have to go now. This is where they show their credentials in attack. It's the young guys leading the way, isn't it? Victory, structured in defense, as they have been all game, to be fair. D'Agostino goes back. Victory just going to keep the ball and play it out from here. What do you think of Previc's hairstyle? No strong opinions. Don't know what to say. I have heard someone who said it. I was talking to someone the other day how he looks like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and it's a fair comparison. And they're similar heights too. Both very tall players. Here comes Birkenkoetter. Nice play, Victory, and that's going to be a free kick. Clisby with a foul on D'Agostino. Jack Clisby wasn't mucking around there, bringing down D'Agostino. Come on, man. Only a few short seconds away from injury time. I imagine we're not going to get too many. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Ooh, good cut inside. Here's Collie. Chance brewing for Glory. Here it is inside the box. Oh, dude. Passed inside and no one was there. Still on for Perth. Collie. Clisby. Dude, that's a shocking delivery by Clisby just to no one. Some of these Perth players look out of it. Only 3 minutes of out of time. 3 minutes for Perth to rescue something. Collie. Clisby. Cleared away by Stefan Nigro. Oh, man. We are almost there. Enjoy the rest of your night, Jezza. Perth Gilroy. Steins. Nyongabiri. They're just knocking it around, but no real forward runs. No real avenues opening up. Got to see more movement. Here it is. Rawlins. His cross is blocked. Ah, mate, it's just uninspiring to watch. It's like here's what it's like, right? It's like they're all thinking, hoping that someone else is going to do something. It's like, all right, you make the run. It's okay, someone else will make the run, or someone else will make the pass. There's no one really taking initiative. There's no, when you think to when they had Diego Castro, he was the guy that was creating things. Oh my gosh, dude. And that's what they don't have right now. There's just inexperienced players trying to do something, anything. And it's a real shame, man. There's been some decent quality in the A-League this year, but Perth Glory just completely out of it. This is very poor. And I'm sure Glory fans would probably be fair to say this is up there with one of the worst Glory squads we've ever seen. One of the worst seasons ever. A team who are traditionally strong at home too. Perth Glory. Love getting a win at home. Goodness me, since returning home to WA, they just haven't shown anything. Here's Latchman. Steins. Final minute. Malik. Latchman. Knocking it around Perth Glory. Trying to do something, anything. Rojas. He's going to clear it up the line for Victory. Straight back to a Glory player. Okay. Oh, that's a good win of the ball in the middle there. And it's a long-range strike trying to catch Reddy out. Nowhere near goal. Nowhere near goal. Do you think Perth need to send some of the youth players out on loan to improve? Well, I mean, they're certainly not A-League level. But they can't now simply because they don't have enough players. Because they're missing so many players. So they have to. These young guys are getting a run because they have to. Because they don't have Sturridge. Because they don't have Fornaroli Keogh. Because they don't have Fitzgerald, you know? O'Neill. So many players missing. Aspro. And that's full time. And that is full time. Well, Melbourne Victory will be happy with that. Another 3 points. Dude, it wasn't that pretty in the end, but they got the job done. They were the better of the two sides. 1-0 to Melbourne Victory. And Perth Glory, there's a story for them, again, is just utter disappointment and just so unaspiring in attack. Wow, man. 1-0. So a big win for the Melbourne Victory as they look to secure third place on the ladder in the final weeks of the season. Guys, thanks so much for tuning into this live watch along. If you have enjoyed, please hit that like button. It does help me out a whole lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.